Hello Timmy, how are we doing? Welcome. Welcome to well, at the moment what seems to be a sunny day. That could all change. Hello Foxy, how's it going? How's life in Pennsylvania? I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lovely rainbow on the screen. It's okay down here, a bit boring. Yeah, it is here as well. I mean, it's done nothing but rain all day, to be honest with you, but it has come dry, and I've got my umbrella up. You can't see it off camera, but I have got an umbrella up above my camera, so should be all good. If the rain does come back again, I should be okay, shall we say. Is this Don't forget, if you're new here, subscribe if you want. Double tap the screen, it all helps, you know. Double tap, it's all good. So look at the timetable and see what's happening. class 195 coming. Hello, Rail-A-Go, how are we doing? Rail-A-Go, how are we doing? Hello, Luke Snowball, how are we doing? How's it going, folks? Hello, Chris, how are we doing? Yeah, it's off and on rain here. Hello, Jeanette, how are we doing? This is the nice rainbow. Hello, Shana Wood, how are we doing? I'm live streaming rainbows to people today. I can see a rainbow, see a rainbow. Yeah, it can't make up its mind here. 1 minute it's raining, 1 minute it isn't, but I've got my weather protection system in place today, so it can rain all it bloody well wants. It won't be stopping me in my tracks, pardon the pun. I've erected my cover so the rain can come. It doesn't matter. It won't spoil my party. Last time I was on the live stream, I saw a stream train go past. Sadly, Shana, there isn't one due today, unfortunately. I can see a rainbow, yeah. It's been there pretty much since I started the stream, that rainbow. It's not for going. And it's funny, when I look in the sky, I can't see it hardly. The camera's picking up better than what it actually is visually. I can't see it when I look to my right, where I can just see the end of it where the bridge is, but I can't see all of it. Yeah, you were just lucky that day. It must have been a Friday and Saturday, that Shana. It tends to be Friday or Saturday when the steam engines come. It's the West Coast Main Line near Preston in the United Kingdom. You know. Can't see Zippy, George or Bungle though. No. Oh, hello, Zippy. Yeah. But Jeffrey, I could see the rainbow. No, you bloody hell can't. Hello, Yorbex. When does the next train pass by? Soon. My God, we've got a clown in already. Only been on for 17 minutes, and Billy Smart Circus has opened its door. No, they no longer exist now. Does Virgin, Shana? It's now Avanti West Coast. They took the franchise over off Virgin. Virgin is now called Avanti West Coast. Hello, Manish Bandwal, how are we doing? Yes, that is correct, Luke. They've finished years ago, did Virgin, probably about 12 years ago at least, if not more, I can't remember. Yeah, they lost the franchise. They had it for a long time. They've got a 7-year extension on it, did Virgin, and then it went to Avanti. Just read that Pizza Hut is in administration. All right. Somewhere I've never been, I don't think. I've only ever had the Domino's pizza one, and I thought it was absolute rubbish. This country is going downhill fast, yes, it is. But don't forget, double tap the screen. I don't want my thumbs up to go down fast, I want them to go up, up, up. And subscribe if you're new. What was that livery when it was yeah, that was Trans-Pennine Express that just went past? Correct, it was Trans-Pennine Express. That's a company I'm amazed keep going, because they've got a horrendous record for lateness and cancelling. I'm amazed they keep going. Just can't understand why my camera looks like there's a blue haze to it. I don't know why. I need to wipe the lens. I should have wiped the lens before I put it up. There must be a smudge or something on it, but it just looks like there's a blue cast to that picture. Hello, brother rider, how we doing? Don't forget, if you're new here, tap the subscribe. It doesn't cost nothing, and it makes it worthwhile, as they say. Can you still get H? No. The only HST that comes along here is it's either the Network Rail test train or the Midland Pullman. And there's another one called Rail Adventures. They're only heritage and one test train. They're not run as a normal service now, Shana. There's not many people now run them as normal service. ScotRail still run a couple, I think, and I think GWR still run one or two, but that's about it. The HST's another one that's died off. We don't even get 220s and 221s up here now, Voyagers. They've disappeared. Rainbow fading now, yeah. It'll come back when it rains. Probably won't rain now. I've put my umbrella up, so it doesn't matter. It probably won't rain. If I had put it up, it'd start chucking it down. I've even bought a long extension lead to save me having to mess about putting my battery pack on if it's raining. I've got a long extension lead now that I can plug in and just plug straight into my cigarette lighter to keep the power on the phone, you know. Yeah, them clouds looks like a castle on the hill. It is a clear picture, it's just got a blue cast to it though for some reason, I don't know why. A blue cast, I'm going to just give the lens a wipe. I wonder if there's a smudge on the lens. Unless it's because my umbrella's up and it's creating a shadow or something, I don't know. I'm just going to go and investigate as to why there's a blue cast on it. That's helped wiping the lens. There must have been some on lens because the blue cast has definitely gone now. It's not as strong like it were. There was definitely a blue cast on it, like a blue, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. like a haze, as if they were smoke. Well, that it must have been muck on lens. That's gone now, is that? It's a lot better. And I can feel a drip of rain, but I'm not bothered because I'm covered today. The heavens can open. I've got my brolly up, and thankfully the rain is actually going the favourable way as well. Because I was worried if it came sideways, is it still going to get on my microphone, but it's not coming sideways, it's almost coming straight down. It's only very light rain, but it's just started again, but it ain't going to affect me today. A hue, that's the word, you've got it, Jeanette, a hue. There was a hue on the screen, a bit of a hue. And the heavens have opened. And here comes a Charlotte, a new Charlotte, back to West Coast. That a few years ago would have been in Virgin livery, that train. Quite knowledgeable for a thick person. Yeah, I like a good hue. I knew it must have been muck on lens because I thought, why else could it be? I honestly thought it's either dirt on lens or my umbrella's casting an unusual shadow, but it must have been a dirty lens because that blue's gone now. So I'll be here till tea time, and then I've got to go and get my mum shopping on my own. In fact, my mate, she hasn't been on phone yet asking where I am, but I did tell her after tea, but she'll have forgotten. Yeah, 2 boxes of cornettos. It's on the list. It's only a short list actually this week. I can't remember what it is actually, but I've got the list in me. Some bananas, 2 packets of salmon, 2 loaves, 2 boxes of cornettos, 6 packets of Dreamies. I'm going to do them before. And some ibuprofen tablets and a box of surf capsules. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. So it shouldn't take me long to get them. Hello, Stella Rhinocent. How are we doing? Welcome to the channel. Oh yeah, don't forget the cat's treats. Yeah, 6 bags. Every cat she has, they end up 10 times the size they were when they first come. I said to her, I said, you feed your cats too much. I said, they're all huge cats. Well, they all live until they're in their 20s, so I'm doing something right, she says. It's alright, fair dues. Every cat she has always lives to a ripe old age. I don't know how she does it, but I think it's because they just get fed tons, I don't know. And that cat she has now, all it does is sleep and eat. You know. gives it prawns, sometimes she gives it salmon. Bloody hell. Yeah, pea and poo, yeah, that's the other one, yeah. Sometimes it's prawns and salmon. I remember being on a northern service at Blackpool back in the May of this year. Excellent. And here comes another Avanti West Coast, Class 390, Pendolino. There's a freight train on its way as well, I can tell you, for nothing. In fact, you're going to see 2 or 3 freight trains in the next couple of hours, but correct it is, if I've got 10 units, yeah. Yes, there's a freight train approaching, and I can tell you it is. It's going to be a Class 66. During the day, for some reason, they're always Class 66s. I don't know why. And then at night time, they're always electrics. I don't know why. All I can do is I'm thinking to myself, well, I thought, is it to do with noise? But I thought, they don't make them any quieter because of all the carriages on back. Yep, it is. It's 66712. And it's got a name. It's called Peterborough Power Station. And that is the next freight train, and it's about 2 miles away at the moment, coming down the down fast line, which is. Why did the track rattle like that? Or was it the overhead line? I didn't hear. I can't hear what's going on outside, Jeanette, because the microphone outside transmits to you, but I can't have it on in here because it will create an echo, you see. I have to watch with my volume off. You know, it's like the YouTube thing. If I put my volume on, you get an echo of me, see? If I go echo, echo, echo. It's to you, but I can't have it on in here because it will create an echo, you see. You know what I mean? So I have to turn the volume off. Hello, Matt James, how are we doing? So, I can't have the volume. Oh, we've got a light engine coming as well. We've got a freight train and a light engine coming on its own. At least I think it's a light engine. It's a funny colour. Yep, light locomotive coming as well. How's it going, Matt James? Dark clouds hovering. Yeah, they can do what they want, Jeanette. I'm covered today. I'm safe today. It just spat a bit a minute ago, but that's all it did, a few spits. Probably won't rain now, I've got the umbrella up. When I've got the camera facing this way, it's perfect for putting umbrella up. But on the other side, I'm a bit limited for anchoring the umbrella down. You know, there's not as much fence. Hello, Badger, how are we doing? How's it going, Badger? I bet you're rustling up a lovely breakfast now as we speak. You probably had it. Have you been having power problems at your neck of the woods? Power cuts. I saw you saying something last night on YouTube. $131 people watching. Don't forget, double tap the screen and subscribe if you want to. Doesn't cost no. Yes, the freight train's about a mile away now. Hello, Michael Thorne, how are we doing? We had thunderstorms early Sunday, high winds, oh dear. And that's what upset the power, is it, Badger? I take it. I knew you were having power problems. This is weird. OZ51. OZ52. What's going on here? Got two light engines coming. I don't get it. Two. This must be. There's got to be a mistake. It's got to be. OZ51. 66105. 66105. Got two. And it's the same one. I don't know why they put it on twice for some reason. It's giving us two locations. And we've got a freight train approaching on the which will be on the third track from the camera. And there's a class 66. And according to the diagrams, we've got two light engines coming, but it's the same one. But for some reason, they split them up. I don't know why. I'm not sure really. It didn't affect many. It only lasted till before noon. Let's see. Oh well, at least you're back up and running now, Badger. That's the main thing. And here's the freight train somewhere. It's definitely here. I can see the headlights off it. With its containers on the back, I presume. Usually is. Yeah, the power outage, yeah. Yeah, I saw you put it on your street, on your community page, that you couldn't stream because of the power issues. Hello, Andy Storch, how are we doing? Yes, I remember you. I think I do anyway. Hello, Phillies fan, how are we doing? Can you make one of these videos in Spain? No, I'm not in Spain, unfortunately. Maybe one day I will do, you never know. Spain is the most likeliest country I'll visit, that's for sure. Because it's only a 2-hour flight from here, so if I do go abroad, that is the most likeliest place I will go. And I've been to Spain lots of times before, but not making videos on holiday. Coffee and cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. I've had it for ages, that cottage cheese. Hello Bill, how are we doing? Welcome, Bill. There's definitely some sort of signalling problem because the two trains have become one. Yeah, I'm not so bad, Bill, thank you. The two light engines have now become one again. It's a bit weird, but there you go. Can't imagine a cottage cheese for breakfast. You've just missed one for it. Oh, there'll be loads this week over the week. You've just missed one unless you saw it about 2 minutes ago. And there's a light engine on its own coming. It's hidden behind the bush at the moment. The light engine is waiting at a red light. So there's obviously something coming up the main line towards London. So I think it's waiting to get clearance at the red light. I mean, the branch line to the right of that bridge. I keep catching you, though. Excellent. Excellent. Right, okay. Welcome to life, and inside will be a kangaroo station. I don't mind being called love, it's alright. I thought when you said I keep catching you love, I thought, oh, it could be a girl, this Andy, because there's some women called Andy. Yeah, that was just a locomotive on its own. I can tell you a bit about that locomotive. It's currently on route learning duties. That's why it's been running around on its own for about a week or so now as that engine. Hello SSD, I'm in the United Kingdom on the West Coast Main Line. Yeah, that engine's been running around on its own now for over a week at different times of day and night, and it's route learning. Whether it's just the same driver or different drivers, but that's what they're doing. And it's been the same train, the same locomotive every time, 66105. I'm from Uzbekistan. Excellent. Welcome to the United Kingdom from Uzbekistan. How's it going? Yeah, so it's on route learning duties. And I thought it had probably finished last week, but it looks like it's still on them. Sounds weird, really, on a train. We're learning routes because they're on rails, but I think it's to do with signalling and everything, you know, knowing where the signals are and all that business. Hello, Anas Books, how are we doing? I love United Kingdom. Excellent. I wish I lived somewhere else, maybe, but there you go, that's just my opinion. This country's going downhill big time and fast. What time are we on? 14:43. Let's see what's going on. Let's have a look at the old timetable. Well, there's a freight train at 3 o'clock again, and there's also, there's one at 3 o'clock, and then, I don't know what there is after that. A bit quiet after that for freight, but there's definitely another one at 3 o'clock. And then there's one at 4:30, and I presume the usual log train Is it true that it's legal to stand? That it's legal? No, it's illegal. If you stand on the tracks, you will be arrested. Well, if they catch you. I mean, if you quickly ran across the tracks, I don't think anybody would catch you, but if you were to hang around on the tracks, you will be arrested and fined. No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. Yeah, the log train's not until 5 o'clock, but it is coming today. It's generally hot here, but it's cold where you are. It's generally hot here, but it is. It's not cold today. It's not bad. It's not warm, but it's not cold. You know what I mean? It's tolerable. Yeah, you definitely can't stand on tracks. All the tracks are fenced off. There's no access to them, but if you climb, you could easily climb over the fence, especially in some areas where there's hardly any fence. But if you went on the tracks and you stayed on the tracks, you'd either be hit by a train, or if that fails, you will be arrested. They have transport police all over the show now. Here, the weather is perfect. By the way, I'm in Barcelona, and I can well imagine it's perfect. Hello, Leonard Massingo, how are we doing? How's it going, Leonard? I'm addicted to this. Hello, MD Zawawi, how are we doing? Hello. I got it. THFD, HUUJ, HOG, HGG. Hello, how are we doing? I'm addicted to this. I can tell you the next train is, I don't know what it is, but it's on its way down the down fast, which is the third track from the camera. So it's more than likely going to be a Pendolino. Hello, Warrior Crafter, how are we doing? Hello, Anais Couriers, how are we doing? Yes, I'm fine, thanks, Warrior Crafter. Thank you. How do you know the trains are the trains are? I've got a diagram here in front of me on an iPad running, and I can see all the trains. Well, I can see the trains anywhere in the United Kingdom, but at the moment I'm obviously looking at the diagram for this area, and I can see all directions where they're coming from, and I can tell you there's a, if I click on, there's a head code of 9S65 coming down the third track from the camera, and usually beginning with 9, that means it's a Pendolino, and I'm correct, it is. And behind it there's a freight train, a 4S44. If I click on that, it tells me it is, doesn't tell me what engine it is, it just says it's direct rail services. And it's Daventry International to Scotland, Courtbridge. Doesn't tell me what actual the engine is, so it could be a 66 or an 88. It's definitely not going to be a 90, because 90s are all Freightliners. So it can either be a 66, sorry, it can be a 66, a 68, or an 88. Yes, Pendolinos, that is probably, Pendolinos and 331s are the most common train up here. Oh, sorry, 331s, 323s and Pendolinos are the most common. And every hour there's a couple of 195s thrown in for good measure. There is a lot of Pendolinos. Yeah, I could tell you any train in the country. You know what I mean? That Pendolino is just passing through Leyland Station. So he'll be with us very soon. It's raining again here, but only light rain. Do I have permission to flood the chat? Depends what you're flooding the chat with. Are you going to flood the chat with? How do you flood the chat? What's that supposed to mean, Andy? All them O's. Very good. Okay, no spam. Okay, I'm just thinking exactly the same, Luke. I don't get it. What's it about? What's all the O's about? You know, what's the point to it? I just walked past with the most tiniest Jack Russell I've ever seen in my life. That little rat. Hello, Zahibo. How are we doing? It's in the United Kingdom. On the West Coast Main Line. I can't tell you, there's a northern service approaching on the nearest track to the camera. No. Not good for the channel algorithm, correct. Spam chat. What is good for the channel algorithm is if you hit double tap the screen and hit that thumbs up. That's good. Subscribe if you want to. Hello, Shreyas. Place. Place, that's a fish place. Cod or haddock. Shreya. Need to do better than that, I'm sorry. Need to do a little bit better than that. Somebody did that on one of my videos the other day. They just put station. I just can't be doing with bad manners. What's your thoughts on England not winning a major football trophy since 1966? I don't have any thoughts on it, to be honest, Andy. I don't care if they never win anything again. Zavi, what kind of trains are we running through here? Primarily, it is, well, primarily it's electric. If you probably add them up over the day, there's more electric, but there's also lots of diesels as well. And there's also freight, and there's also local little trains. In fact, you're going to see one in a minute. There's one going to be coming in a minute, a little local train. I don't know what it is, but it's coming. It's just currently on platform 1 at the moment at Leyland Station, but it'll be with us very shortly. But predominantly, I suppose it's more electric than anything else, but there are quite a few diesels as well. I think, to be fair, it's probably 70% electric and 30% diesel. 30% diesel, that sounds a good figure to say. Hello, Simon Lund Nielsen. Welcome back, Simon. How's it going? There's a Transpennine Express. Oh dear, sorry Andy, but get rid of all that nonsense. That's a little warning, is that? If it continues, it'll be a permanent block. Can't be having loads of nonsense in chat. Supposed to read the chat and communicate with the chat, not just look at stupid pictures. Hello Jay Guy, how are we doing? Welcome back, Jay. Enough is enough of the little icons. I have 10 minutes to think about it. Nice to be back. Excellent, Jay. And it's good to see you back. Always like a returning subscriber. Live, not love. Right. Gotcha. I'm on the east coast of the USA and we get lots of double stacks in general manifesto, but it's nice to see stuff like this from outside the country. And yeah, definitely subscribe. Thank you, Zahibo. We get a reasonable mixture here. We do get the occasional steam train, but unfortunately they tend to be Wednesdays, Saturdays, and the occasional Friday. But now it's coming towards winter, they're getting a bit thinner on ground. You know, summertime you get more, winter time you're getting a bit thinner on the ground. We have got a freight train approaching. Should be with us any moment, and I don't know what it is. Yeah. Double tap the screen and subscribe. Yeah, we like it. Oh my God, here he is. How are we doing, Stuart? Heavy snow expected UK wide. Have you been reading Daily Sport again, Richard? Richard, God, I'm calling you me, Stuart. And here's the freight train, and I can tell you it is a Class 66. Surprise, surprise. A blue DRS Class 66 with intermodals on, a couple of Tesco's. Sunday sport indeed is the Ladybird book of naughty ladies. If it snows this week, I'll eat area donkey. If it snows this week or next week, I'll eat area donkey. Rather getting any snow nowadays. Yeah, there weren't many Tesco's on there, were there? That is definitely very little helps. Shut up about my red light last night. Yeah. Well, I went through one as well, Stuart, this afternoon. The main thing is I knew it with her and I still went through it and forgot it. Just outside of Blackpool. Damn nuisance, them ground signals. Them little red ground signals. Bloody thing. I'm trying to find some scary tales for Halloween. Yeah. Hello, Zavibo. Thank you very much for that super chat. I'm very grateful. Oops. Zavibo. First super chatter of the week. May many follow. Hello, Michael. Hi from Raleigh, North Carolina. Excellent. How's life in Raleigh? Never heard of that place before. Tonight, just read a story from that's scary enough. How's life in Raleigh? Hello, Shazad Jumanov. There goes a Trans-Pennine Class 397 going to Glasgow Central. I know that because every single one that passes here in that direction is going to Glasgow Central. He invented the potato. Oh, right. I try to donate what I can to live channels. I'm sorry I couldn't do more at the moment. No problem, Zavi Bo. It's greatly appreciated. Weather is warm in Raleigh. Excellent. It's not warm here. To be fair, it's not cold either. It's just a miserable, dull day here at the moment, and it keeps spitting and raining off and on. You know what I mean? But could be worse. That's for sure. It'll start raining when I have to go shopping and get out to the car later. That's when heavy rain will come. It always does. When I have to get out to the car, it always that's when heavy rain comes. Hello, smooth operator. Welcome back. How are we doing? Because he's just a smooth operator. That's the one. Smash the like button, double tap the screen, thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit the old subscribe button. Let's get up to 7k. Hello, Dr. Mohammed School. How are we doing? I can't speak your language, but hello and welcome, Dr. Mohammed. How fast are the commuters on these tracks? They vary, Michael. If the two nearest tracks to the camera have a line speed of 75, the third track has a line speed of 95, and the fourth track is a line speed of 110. that gives you an idea. But they tend to all be a little bit slower because if they're coming this way, they've just left a station, so they're accelerating. And if they're going away from the camera, they tend to be slowing down because they're approaching a station. You know, so they're always a bit, they're not at full pelt. If I go a mile down the track to the station, the little station, they come through there at a scary speed. Absolute scary speed. Hello again, Doctor. Unfortunately, I can't tell what you're saying, but welcome. Nomination, everyone. Allah hammer hammer lala. I don't know what it means, but hello. The tracks are quiet at the moment, but there is stuff on its way. There's something coming on the down fast, which is the farthest track from the camera. Hello, Sanger, how are we doing? You missed a nice rainbow earlier on. We had a rainbow for about 20 minutes on the stream, right across the... Well, I've sent you a photograph of it anyway, Sanger. How's it going, Sanger? God, I reeled last night. My guts were terrible last night. I don't know what the hell we're up with. Still rumbling today for some reason, like gurgling. There's a guy on phone, honestly, he's shouting down his phone. The guy who he's talking to can probably hear him without the phone. Good Lord. I was out getting food shopping. Excellent. Yeah, big rainbow right the way across the front of the screen there, eh? Hello, Brendan Yeager. Good morning from the US of A. I got a good day out in Pittsburgh, PA yesterday around the CN, Bessemer, Sub-CSX and Norfolk Southern Pittsburgh line. Excellent, Brendan. Glad to hear it. Hello again, Dr. Mohammed School. Oh, the ice cream van is in a hurry. Yeah. And here comes another Pendolino. I had one at Daughters with me once and went to Trafford Centre. My wife had one at other Daughters with her and I had one with me. They're only about 4 or 5, only tiny little things. And we went in this shop and she's wandering about in front of me and I just dived behind a clothes rack and hid. And my God, what a racket she made. She thought she'd lost me and she absolutely screamed the place down. I had to dive out quick. Everybody's looking at me thinking I'm abducting her. Do a flash mob, yeah, I love them flash mobs, me. There's one on YouTube at the moment doing the rounds and it's, I don't even know where it is. It looks like somewhere like Barcelona or so. It's a little quaint town centre and everybody's sat there in the little chairs and tables and all having a little drink and all that, and it's really nice. And all of a sudden somebody starts doing Bohemian Rhapsody and they're at different windows on opposite sides of squares, all these musicians, and oh, it's unbelievable. You've got to watch it on YouTube. Bohemian Rhapsody flash mob, it's unreal, it is. And you know, they're in different buildings at windows, the singers and the musicians, and then this guy comes in on a, I'm not sure if it's a coach and horses or some open top thing. It might be an open top car, and he does the Freddie Mercury a bit, and it sounds bang on just like him. It's unbelievable. You know, it's really good. Women nearly crashed into us. Oh dear. That sounds a good Sanger. Alright, when we had that storm the other week. Flipping wheelie blew into my wing and put a dent in my wing. I'm not happy about it. It's not a big dent, it's only a little one, but you look at it in a certain light, you can see it, you know. What's weather like up there, Sanger? Is it miserable like it is here? You're off to the shops, okay, catching a bit, Stuart. Thank you for dropping in. Don't make an habit of it. Only joking. Happy shopping. That's what I've got to do after. Thankfully I've only got 7 items to collect. She keeps saying, get me a jar of coffee from Sainsbury's. And I say, I'll get you one off Amazon. I can get a big tub with miles more stuff in for a lot cheaper. So I'll get you one off Amazon. So we'll get it tomorrow. You can get a big tub off Amazon for 27 quid, a tub of Nescafe Gold, and it's the equivalent of about 4 or 5 jars that they sell in shop, and them jars in shop. Hello, Russian person, how we doing? Sorry I can't read your name, but good afternoon. Hello, Stella Renaissance, how we doing? Hello, Stand the Terrain Man, how we doing? Welcome back to both of you. Yeah. Is Amazon up and running now? Why has it been off? I didn't know there was anything wrong with it. I've ordered some coffee today. I ordered my mum's tub of coffee today. No problem. Yeah, it was about this morning when I ordered it, about 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning I ordered it. I ordered my mum's coffee and myself some Dolce Gusto pods. Collecting loads of apps, right? Well, I never noticed anything. I haven't been here for a while. Yeah, I thought you understand. But you're back now, and that's the main thing. You've remembered us. Yep, on the news, right. Banks, Zoom and Snap. Oh, crikey, we don't want to mess with banks. It's not an invasion, is it? Can't be doing that when they say all banks are all cocked up and never forget you. Excellent. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Plus several others. Oh, I can't. It always worries me with today's world with banks. You know, if something goes badly wrong, then it could just wipe everybody's bank account clean. Oh God, that won't be good. Way up. She's coming past. Put my best smile on. Oh, she's talking on the bloody phone. Wow. She's 12 minutes late today. What's he talking on your phone? Are you walking? She's looking over here. I don't know, I'm whispering, she can't hear me. Hello. When the train comes very soon. Hello, Fortube. Jesus is the Son of God and the true sacrifice of all sin. He stands at the door and knocks. All who welcome him will be forgiven. That's excellent, is that? But I'm sorry. I knew that were coming. I knew I didn't even have to press a button, and I knew it was going to happen. I just knew it. You know, do raw religious mumbo jumbo on here. If all religions were scrapped, the world would be a much better place. And that's a fact. Bridge somewhere else, yeah. Nice rainbow. Have you got a rainbow? So, oh, you've seen the rainbow right with you. You've seen the picture I sent you, got you. It was a big rainbow as well, Senga. And it was weird. I could see it better on camera than I could in real life. That's so strange. Hello, Tilly time. When will the train come? Very soon. I don't know exactly when, but there'll be one soon. I can see them. They're on the diagram and they're manoeuvring around. So, it won't be long. We've had quite a lot of trains already, but if you've just this minute come in, there will be one around soon. Strawberry Fox 162. Even the Brits are not safe from the Genesee and Wyoming extension. Excellent. I haven't a clue what that is, but excellent. Strawberry Fox 162. The Genesee and Wyoming expansion. I haven't a clue what that is. It's obviously something that's happening in Wyoming. We're not safe from anything in this country, that's for sure. Nothing's safe no more. Oh dear. Yeah, if you put nonsense in the chat, you're a goner, I'm afraid. You have a zero tolerance to chat that doesn't make sense. I don't mind people who can't speak English typing, because obviously they can't speak English. But you just put loads of letters in and digits and emojis, you will be gone. Simple as. Boom, boom. There's something else approaching. In fact, there's two trains approaching. One in each direction, but I don't know what they are. I have no idea. It looks like they're both northern services. But I could be wrong. It's a rail and transportation service, right? Got you. So it's a northern service from the Lake District going to Manchester Airport, I think. Yes, it is. There's a railroad company that buys out or leases many short lines around the world. Famous for their orange locomotives, right? We have Class 90s here that are orange locomotives, but they're Freightliner locomotives. And whether they hire them from somewhere else, I don't know. Could well be. Did you comment on one of my videos, Strawberry Fox? Because it's somebody else has mentioned this on one of my videos. Got it. You got it, Jeanette. Somebody else mentioned are these trains leased from somewhere else. It's funny how you mentioned it today. I was wondering if it were the same person who mentioned it on my video earlier on today. just open my window for a bit. I'm getting a bit of fresh air. Get the old leg on out for a bit. Bit of a stretch, you know. Yes, I bet you anything that the class 90s that we have in this country, I'm going to have to go back to the person who put the question in it first place. Could well be. It was you who commented on my video, Strawberry Fox. And having looked at that logo of that company, I reckon there's a possibility that they could well be leased from the same company. It's certainly the exact same colour of orange, that's for sure. That is for sure, it's the same colour of orange. It's a very coincidental likeness, that's for sure, between our... I thought I was going to pass out at Morrison's, well, still not so well, Senga. I was off all day yesterday though, me guts wise, and yesterday morning, oh my god. Yeah, yesterday morning, Sunday morning, I was having a terrible time. Big time. Say no more, but it was bad. Hello Luke Snowmall, the double black-eyed class 323. Not my favourite, the old 323. I think they look a bit old-fashioned. Bit better than the 319s that they replaced. I think it were 319s they replaced. Yeah, well yesterday I had bad guts all day. Apparently in 2015 the Jingle required the most freight I got you. That explains the colour and the design of the logos then, because it's identical. Yeah, I had bad guts all day yesterday, but they weren't bad, but things were bad, if you know what I mean. If you had to be careful if you chumped, let's put it that way. And then last night I felt rough as hell about 7:30, 7 o'clock when I got home. Yeah. You need to have a rest, Senga. Chill out and take it easy. What a better way to chill out than to sit in our chat here. Dog walkers are coming in for us at the moment. You will have to pack some nappies. Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm a lot better today. My guts are still gurgling, like, you know that gurgling sound. But yesterday morning, oh my god, it weren't good, I'll tell you. Wasn't good. Correct, Senga. Probably a bit of stress involved there, Senga, with all this moving and all the stuff you have to do. That won't be helping. Without a doubt. It is stressy when you to move house. Confident is it? I mean, it stressed me out, and the move were easy with all the bugging about with paperwork that bugged me. And I think I've still got loose ends to deal with now, but because I don't know who's got my correct address. I think I've done everybody, but I'm not 100% sure, because I still keep getting directed mail to my house, to my mum's house. Yes, my daughter was stressing me out. Yeah, that's what daughters are for. there's been a couple of steam engines through, and about 4 freight trains, and a network rail train. All sorts, really. I think there's been about 44 trains through, and lots from the steam. Ah, why me? Because you were blasting icons and emojis all over the chat, that's why, Andy. That is why. Hello, train builder, how we doing? Do you use light on your layout? I haven't got a layout at the moment. Hello, 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 Chinese person. Is it hello, hello? How we doing? Hello, hello, hello from Taiwan. How's it going? My heart rate has been 100 to 190 for the past. Oh God, 190 is way too high. Saying, I mean, 100's high. 100's high if you just sat down. It depends what you're doing. I mean, you know, they say when you sat down, I forgot the mathematical reasoning behind it, but when you sat down, it should be 1.5 times your age. Ideally, so if you're 50 sat down, it's should be 75. So it should be your age plus 50% of your age. No, I'm wrong there. That's not right. I can't remember what it's supposed to be, but everybody's different. The thing is with hearts, the heart rates. You know. I used to work with a guy, he's left now, he's gone doing another job, but during the day when he was active, his heart rate were always in 50s. Always in 50s. And he went to have a load of checks and stuff, and they said it's no problem. They said you've just got a good, healthy heart that doesn't have to work hard, you know, it's a good pump. You know what I mean? I keep sending to hospital and they always give me antibiotics in my chest. How did you get up there? How did I get up where, Andy? How did I get up where? I've just ordered I drove up. I drove here. I'm sat in my car at the moment. Yeah, my heart rate at the moment, I can actually tell you what it is at the moment, is 59 at the moment. Well, it was 8 minutes ago, it was 59 beats per minute. My heart rate. That was 8 minutes ago, I've just looked at my watch. Which is about right, because I'm sat here doing nothing. No, I'm in Lancashire, Andy. Excellent. In Taiwan it's narrower, right, got you. I think here it's 4'9 3/4 or something peculiar like that. I don't know why. I think, or is it 3'9 3/4? I forgot what it is, but it's a standard gauge anyway. It's widely used. My heart rate was always too low, now too high. Yeah, I mean, you can never really have a low heart rate. It's saying that your heart's healthy. You know what I mean? Because It's like a pump. If it's not having to work hard, then everything's good. That's what the way they look at it. Here comes the route learner. Or here goes the route learner, shall I say. I'm not at a train station, Luke. I'm just parked up on a bridge. Yeah. I be real, he's a good person and makes me happy and laugh. Excellent, thank you, train builder. Yeah, the what is it? If your heart beats low, as long as it's not dreadfully low, like in 30s or 40s, you know. Tachycardia, that's an uneven rhythm, is that? If you're tachycardic, it's when your rhythm's uneven, and that very often says you've got a faulty valve or something. Or when you get excited or something scares you or something, and you sort of, your heart skips, you know what I mean? But I think as long as it's above 50, you're alright. I think if it's dropping into 40s, you know, they just put you on an ECG machine and check. The weather is 1 minute it's spitting and then the next minute it's fine, you know. But it's so my heartbeat's now 54 at the moment. I'm just sat here doing notes, which is pretty normal. Pretty normal to be sat here doing now. Yeah, just 1 minute it's spitting, like I've just closed my door now because it's just started raining again. A class 68, you just see, has just come off job. Right. I haven't seen a class 68. The one that's just come past was a class 66, and I know what that's doing. It's on a route learning duty. It's doing route learning. I've seen a class 68 today. I don't think we've had the pleasure of one of them today yet. Oh yeah, I mean that won't help Singer. That's for sure. Garlic bread. Try some of that apple cider vinegar. Takes a bit of drinking, but that's supposed to be good for you. Or drink a couple of spoonsful of olive oil as well. That's supposed to be good for the old veins and ticker. Take some drinking though, just bought olive oil. My mum, she has it every single day. She has a little egg cup full of virgin olive oil every day. Yeah, I think it's gross trying to drink. Yeah, correct. Yuck. Exactly, Jeanette. It's bloody awful. But she says if you just whack it back, a little cup every single day, and it's supposed to be good for the arteries and stuff. Fish oil is basically olive oil. The fish oil is good for your cardiovascular. No doubt about it. You know, that's why these Eskimos live forever. Because all they eat is fish. You've got Eskimos that are like chopping wood and they're nearly 100-year-old and stuff. Way up in Yukon or whatever it's called. I'm watching a documentary about them and they're like 90 odd in the 90s and they're clambering around chopping wood with chainsaw and axe and everything. They're in the bloody 90s. That's because they eat tons of fish. The best thing about class 66s are from America. That's why I take Amigo fish oil. It's spitting and garlic bread, Peter K. joke. Right, got you. I got you. I thought it was on about you're eating some garlic bread, Singer. Yeah, the little Sainsbury's I go into has stopped selling Rivita. I'm really annoyed at it. Little Tesco's does it, but I always try and go in the little Sainsbury's if I can because the access is much better for the way you park and everything. The little Sainsbury's has no parking facilities, so you have to park right back and walk right front, whereas the little Sainsbury's you can literally park right next to the door, and they've stopped doing Rivita for some odd reason. They do cracker bread, which is alright, but I like Rivita. They've stopped doing it. It's okay, joke. I love that series he did with that ginger haired girl. What they called that series with ginger haired girl comedy? Peter Kay. Oh God, I can't remember what it was called. He worked in a supermarket. He was like a manager in a supermarket. And that one good ginger haired girl. It's weird, I can remember certain things perfectly, but I can't remember the name of that bloody programme. All these are trade needs a makeover. Excellent. I can't remember the girl's name, no. I have no chance of remembering that because I've probably never heard of it, but I can't remember the name of the programme. Catherine Tate? Sure. Oh, Catherine, no. I know who Catherine Tate is. She's that older. Yeah, 128. You just sat down, Singer, or are you climbing up a bloody mountain? 128, that's high as that. Kyle Blade 155, where are the trains? Beyond the track, I would imagine. Soon to be along here at some point. We're watching trains on East Coast Main Line. No, I'm on the West Coast Main Line. On the West Coast Main Line. Just sitting. Right, Singer. It's a bit high, is that, isn't it? I mean, when I look at mine when I go to gym, and when I'm getting real battered at gym, it goes up to like 130 odd, 140. But it soon comes back down again, which is a good sign. If your heart recovers its speed quick, that's a good sign, is that, so they say. But mine's currently 54 at the moment. Hello, Pakistani only 258, you're back, welcome back. Welcome back, sir. Another returning person, hopefully a returning subscriber, but you never know. My heartbeat's gone up to 56. I'm a sub because I'm feeling happy. Excellent. Thank you very much. Pakistani. I hope Neil Bell comes back in, then I can get his name right. Call him Nelly Belly for 2 years. God forbid. He must have thought I was taking the mick. I didn't have anybody text messaging me last night asking me where I am. When I'm in the pool, it's 200 odd. Oh my God. That's not so good, Sonia. It might be something to do with your lung capacity, you know what I mean? Oxygenation and all that business. Do you know some of the towns, cities in West Midlands? I know where I've been to a lot of areas, a lot of places around there. I've been to Wolverhampton. I've been to Birmingham. Lichfield. And other places like that, but I don't know if they're West Midlands or not. Brighton under Needlewood. Fradley. Do you know what? Yeah, Walsall, yeah, I've been to Walsall, yeah. I'm trying to think of a place I used to go to all the time in Birmingham. I used to go there all the time, but I can't remember the name of the place. I remember where it is, but I can't remember the name of the place. I used to deliver Lakeland Stores goods. Hello, Leland. I'm back from the last live vid. Excellent, Leland. Welcome back. Don't forget, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you're not new here, welcome back. And double tap that screen. What trains today? It's just the usual bits and bats. There's nothing exciting around, I don't think. I'm literally teens away from 7k subscribers. Teens. Some teens. If you steam at TSW56, can you drive the 220? If you're outside, hang on, slow down. I need to read that slowly. If you stream at TW56, can you drive the 220? And TW5, you drive the 350, yeah. Well, whatever, if it's a UK, I've got them all. If it's a UK train, so yes, for sure. It's a UK train, because I've got every UK locomotive and every UK route at the moment. As soon as the new UK route comes out, boom, I'm on it. I'm desperately waiting for this one here to come, and I know it's due within next month or two. I just hope it's the next one, but I have a funny feeling the next one they're going to bring it out is the Crewe to London, Crewe to Milton Keynes, I reckon. Whereas I want the Preston to Crewe to be the next. Yeah, I know what TSW is, I've got it. I've got TSW6, and I did have Hello, Manilo. You know I can't smile without you. And I can't laugh. And I can't sing. I'm finding it hard to do anything. Yeah, and I've got plenty of trains that go nowhere. Yeah, you're right there, Senga. God only knows what we're going on there. And we have to start doing what men never do and reading the instructions. You can go to a training centre, you can, and it tells you exactly what to do, but it just bores me. just couldn't understand why them two yesterday. I just could not understand why they won't go. It would be up do my head in. Do I know a train called the 387? I don't know it off the top of my head, but I probably will know it when I see it, you know, to see. You only knew what I'm going through. I just can't smile without you. Do, 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 do. I'm going to say that every time you come in now, Manny, though. You came along just like a song to brighten my day. We got train strike here in parts of London, train and bus network affected. Oh dear. I've missed the WMR 323. Oh, we've got plenty of 323s up here. In fact, there's been a few past already this afternoon. There's probably a few more to come past yet. I'm not a right fan of them. Hello Tommy, how we doing? Not a real 323 fan, I'm afraid. I think they look a little bit dated. Just having a cup of tea and a Danish pastry. Excellent. Up to now today I've had water and protein shake. So I thought today, I think, no, the protein shake, we had something else. Yeah, protein shake, I don't remember anything else. Do I review trains? Do I review trains? Do you review trains? Not really, no. I just video them, you know. You can see what I do on my channel if you look. Keep up the good work. I've bad guts for the past 2 days. I don't know what's been going on. I think it's because I had a wrap on Saturday. I had a little Mexican wrap on Saturday and it must not have agreed with me. We were on offer at Sainsbury's. And I thought, do I have a milkshake, do I have a wrap? So I had this wrap from Sainsbury's and they're usually about £5 something. And it were Saturday evening, so it must have been on its date, you know, last day. So I got it for £1. And I thought, I'll try that for £1. My sister-in-law were in Sainsbury's and I walked in, so I was camping her for a bit. And she says, oh yeah, they're good, them wraps. She says they're healthy as well, she says, because she's into healthy and keep fit. If you saw Pullman in one of your videos, I've seen the Pullman quite a lot of times actually. I just dropped in at your sub. I really like your content. Excellent, thank you, Intercity 350. Guess what? Yeah, what are you making, singer? Hello, Aslam Ibrahim. Where is this place? I'm in the United Kingdom. On the West Coast Main Line. Intercity 350, me. Question mark. Just dropped in your sub. I really like your content. Excellent, thank you very much, Intercity 350. I'm very grateful. Could do with about another, well, less than 20 people dropping in and subscribing, then I'll hit 7k. I'll hit the next milestone. That's where we are, Aslam Ibrahim, in the UK on the West Coast Main Line. Amazingly, but the weather's been not bad. It's odd spits and spats, but nothing major. It's typical, really. I put my umbrella up and everything, so it wouldn't have mattered if it came on raining, but it's not rained. If I'd have not put it up, it would have rained heavy, I can guarantee it. Something coming down the down fast line, which is the third track from the camera, but I don't know what it is. Oh, sorry, might have it been off. Could have been, yeah. Hello, Kirsty Harrison. I'm a train spotter as well. Oh, excellent, Kirsty. Whereabouts are you? Where are you from? Hello, Salim Khan. How are we doing? What are you making, Senga? Have you rode a 720? I say, no, I haven't. Hello, I'm Federal Production. Where's the next train coming soon? Is it busy? Where exactly, please? So, did the Mexican rap go through you like a speed? Yeah, it did. You've got it, Tommy. Hello. What is the nearest station? Preston. Preston, Aslam. Sorry about this. My chat stopped moving for some reason. Oh, there's various trains come through Pakistani only. Various. Hello, Kernan Jones. How are we doing? Hello, Fatima Beaver. How are we doing? Welcome. And don't forget, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and double tap that screen. I can tell you there is a freight train due, but not for another half an hour, unfortunately. It's currently just outside of Blackburn. Which train it mostly comes through here? It's varied trains. Class 195s, Class 331s, Class 223s, Class 390s, Class 397s, 802s, 805s, 66s, 68s, 88s, 90s, and that's just off my memory. 807, no. It tends to be an 805, and it's only occasional going to Blackpool. The 807s tend to only come up as far as Crewe and then go to Liverpool, the 807s. But we do get the odd 805 up here. Not a lot, not a right lot, but one or two a day. It's usually the Avanti, London, Euston to Blackpool, and sometimes it's an 805. 807, 7 cars, Avanti. Correct, that's it, you've got it. 807s always have 7 cars and 805s always have 5 cars, but it was never done that way. It's just the way it's worked out. There's no sort of they haven't done it, they haven't numbered them that way just because of the amount of carriages they have. It's just the way it's turned out. Hello, Luis Alberto Correa, how are we doing? How's it going, Lewis? See you short. God, that's good, Brothers does well in Preston. I've watched a few videos about that. It looks bloody good. No. Doesn't come as far up. If you're on about London North Western, it only comes up as far as Crewe. Does that? Because I've got a video on it on my channel of one coming up to Crewe, because I do sometimes stream from Crewe. If it does, no, well it doesn't. They don't come up this far, I'm afraid. The ones I've seen have been 350s and only going as far as Crewe. 390. You got it. It's hardly Hollywood. What's Neil Leeson doing in Preston? That must be a good spot. Yeah, it must have been. Must have been unbelievable. I got a smile off Whippet Woman today. She gave me a smile. Doing better. I usually get a smile off her. And I grind to get to 7:30 in a game inside the Roblox called Stepford Canterbury. Excellent. Battery check. Oh, the train driver has his wipers on. There's no pulling the wool over your eyes, Tommy. Catch you later, Pakistani owner. Hello, Christian Hudson, how we doing? There's no fooling you, Tommy. Oh my God, there's somebody running past me. Me neither. I thought when I was outside, I thought, oh, that's good, a train coming past, that's going to drown the noise out a bit. Hello, Toyota Supra, how we doing? Don't forget, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. You could be the 7,000th subscriber. You were watering the foliage. It must have been the external, the outside microphone that picked that up, because I turned this one off in here. Can't get to the mute button through the fence, it's a bit awkward. That's what I should do really, is mute it through the fence, but anyway. There's 44 people watching. Double tap the screen and subscribe. Hello, Key58. Good afternoon and welcome back. Hello, Jackie. How are we doing? How's it going, Jackie? Come on, guys. He only needs a few more. Yeah. Hello, Mehmet Ali Olataz. How are we doing? Just waiting for a train. Are you? Excellent. So are we. There is one approaching somewhere. There's actually a freight train approaching, but I know that's definitely not due for another half an hour. It usually comes at 27 minutes. But how is it sometimes? I can't hear a word. But it's every time you have a Jimmy Riddle, it goes worldwide, loud and clear. Hello, Kat and Gustav. How are we doing? The volume should be louder today because I've turned the gain up on the microphone one notch. I've turned it up one notch on the thing. There's a thing, a little knob, and you can turn it up and down. And I've turned it up one notch just for you, Tommy. You know, because normally I clip the microphone to my shirt when you say you can't hear me, but my microphone's now just clipped to the car roof where it normally is on the inside. But I've turned the gain up a bit. Hello, Catton. Welcome. Turned it up to 11, did you? No, I only turned it up to 6. Number 5, well, on the knob it says -6, -12, or +6, +12. So, or normal, in the middle is normal. So I turned it to +6, one notch. So it's one notch up today. That's probably why when I went outside for a slash, you probably heard me on the external microphone. Excellent, Jackie. That's good to hear. I don't know why this week I'm just getting an influx of junk mail. Where is the train? Yes. Hello, Mariam Kukuladze. Kukuladze. How are we doing, Mariam Kukuladze? How's it going? Toyota Supra. Where's the train exactly? Where is the train? I'm asking the same question. Hello, Rice Krispies. How are we doing? Oh, I'm just outside of Preston. I love your name, Rice Krispies. Reese Krispies. Brilliant. Brilliant name, Reese Krispies. Always makes me laugh when you come in. Superb name. Sometimes I wish I were called corn or something that sounded like corn, then I could be corn flakes. It is, Tommy, yeah, it is. I don't know what it's doing there because they don't even use sections of rail like that now. So I don't know why it's there. Don't use it like that now. It's It's all one length, and it's welded as it comes off the back of the trailer, if you know what I mean. They run a train along, and basically it's welded as it comes off the back of the trailer, so all the track is one continuous length with no joints. So perhaps it's there because nobody can be bothered to move it, I don't know. Unless it's for repairs to the little sidings or where the points are, because obviously where the points are, when it goes off to the branch line, that track's old, but all the main line track is always one continuous rail now. Hello, Ken Ships and More, how are we doing? Sticking in the boots, and now just go, bloody hell, Tommy. That'll take a fair bit of getting in my boots. I reckon that's about 30, 40 foot long, them lengths. Ah, you see. Honest. Hello, Aviation with Toby, how are we doing? And hello, Idris, how are we doing?